There was a time when gods walked the earth, when warriors were heroes. Their battles and conquests became legend, and the legend lives on. This is the hour of the Gladiators.
The toughest hour of the week as the last quarter-final gets underway in the Gladiators. And now your hosts, Kimberly Joseph and Aaron Pedersen.
Welcome to the Brisbane Entertainment Centre. It's quarter-finals time on Gladiators. If our challengers thought the heats were tough, they're going to find it a lot tougher tonight as they face some of Australia's top athletes.
Yes, Aaron, every event is against the clock tonight when seconds translate into vital points during tonight's competition. And now, please welcome to the arena our Gladiators.
Gladiators.
And here they are. Taipan, Fury, Vulcan, Delta, Storm, Force, Blade, Cougar, Condor, Flame, Hammer, Cheetah, Tower and Rebel.
Tonight, only one man and one woman can advance into the semi-finals in this punishing series.
Originally, one of our quarter-finalists tonight was to be Gina Good. Gina won our very first heat. However, she injured her ankle playing Powerball and has been ruled unfit to play.
Well, that was a bit of bad luck for Gina. Injuries do occur in sport. But our female challengers tonight, Fernanda Lacey and Tanya Logan.
Fernanda is 22. She's married and is from Melbourne. Fernanda played soccer for Victoria when she was 17. Fernanda had one of the best losing eliminator times. That's why she's replacing Gina. Tanya is 27 and single. She's an aerobics instructor from Sydney. Tanya has a fetish for action movies.
Please give a warm welcome to our female challengers, Tanya and Fernanda. Welcome to the quarterfinals, ladies. Tanya and Fernanda, you both had a very action-packed show last time. Tanya, an unfortunate injury for you, but they both showed some great performances with a lot of courage.
Fernanda won an intriguing game of cat and mouse on the rings with Blade. She was too slick and too quick for Delta up the wall, and she scorched Flame in Duel. In her heat, Tanya wore the red badge of courage. She suffered a cork thigh in a fierce game of Pyramid, lucked out in Gauntlet, and matched Flame in Duel.
Tanya, we've just seen the replay of Pyramid where you corked your thigh. How's it feeling tonight?
It's okay, guys. It's just a little bit tight, but I'm in for another chance, so I'll just see how I go. I've got a few tactics up my sleeve.
Fernanda, you'll be replacing Gina. She had a very unfortunate mishap. Are you ready? You've been thrown in the deep end.
Well, it's not often that you get a second chance, so I'm really going to go for it and do my best for Gina.
Well, we're looking forward to some exciting performances tonight. Good luck to you both. It's the quarterfinal. Competing against our male gladiators tonight are Howard Arbuthnot and Rhett Foreman.
Howard's single. He's from Queensland. He's 27, weighs 78 kilos and is a pole vault champion and sport injury therapist. Rhett's also single. He's 21 and weighs only 70 kilos. He's an apprentice carpenter from Queensland and Rhett's into surf lifesaving.
Well, gentlemen, welcome to Gladiators. It's not the heats, it's the quarterfinals. Does it add that extra bit of pressure, Rhett?
Aaron, it's pretty hard to take it casually when there's such a big crowd in, so yes, I'm a little bit nervous.
Well, the crowd actually kept you going last time. Let's take a look at how you went on Gladiators.
What Rhett lacks in weight, he makes up for in sheer determination. Rhett had no luck on the Pyramid, no luck on Duel with Cougar, and his only points came when he ran the Gauntlet.
Rhett, they gave you a pounding in some of those games. Howard, the games weren't in your favour, but you never gave up.
Howard didn't score a point in Gauntlet, Pyramid, Hit and Run or Powerball. I hope he does better tonight.
Howard, as I mentioned, the games weren't in your favour. What went wrong there?
I'm about 35 kilos too light, mate.
So you had to rely on the eliminator to get you through here to the quarterfinals?
I did. Luckily, with lack of size, perhaps comes a bit of speed, so I got through.
Hopefully the games will benefit you this time.
Certainly will. A bit of experience helps.
That's very true. Now, Rhett, you're the small man of all our challengers, and compared to all the gladiators, they're 3 times your size. Do they worry you?
Yes, I do, yeah. I'm very worried.
What are the games that particularly worry you?
Any of them that involve contact, they don't have enough padding for me. I want to wear 2 sets of everything.
I'd like to just wish you the best of luck in the quarterfinals, and we'll see you at the end in the eliminator.
Thanks.
There's no time to waste, so let the games begin.
Gladiators.
Standing tall till the end is the name of the game in...
Duel.
Stay up there for 30 seconds and don't get knocked off by the attacking gladiator. Would you please welcome Tanya and Flame? Weight and height, a good matchup.
Challenger, ready!
Tanya and Flame had an outstanding duel last time round. Tanya managed to last the full 30 seconds. Flame just couldn't knock her off.
2, 1.
And here we go in the first game of the last quarterfinal. Tanya and Flame going in and hammer and tongs. Flame throwing a lot. Tanya just hanging back now. She'll have to start attacking or else she'll have points deducted, or she won't actually get any points. As Flame comes back now with a few more there from the right. Tanya just stepping back, fending off Flame's actions. 5 seconds to go. Can she survive? A lock up there with the sticks. Time's just about out. And there it is. Tanya survives for 5. And survive she did. She did it quite well also. She copped a few knocks there from Flame. She was able to keep her balance up on her feet, threw a couple herself. Overall, it wasn't a bad game.
Well, Tanya, you'd be happy with that performance. It's the second time you've gone up against Flame, and the second time you've lasted. You've got 5 points.
Yeah, she was a bit of a worry, but all I was hoping for was to stay up. She's fairly strong, so I think I've done okay.
Well, 5 points is better than nothing.
Yeah, I was a little bit off balance at one stage, but I got my balance back and succeeded to the end, so I'm quite happy with that. She's a good gladiator and she's hard to beat.
How do you rate her as a challenger, Flame?
Aaron, she's a great challenger. Flame was smoking, and she did well to keep her balance.
Tonight, Fernanda matches her wits with Storm.
Fernanda and Storm, weight and height once more, another good match.
Challenger, ready!
Fernanda graduated from the School of Hard Knocks in her duel with Flame. Her defence was sound and the gladiator couldn't unbalance her. Let's see what Storm can do tonight.
2, 1.
Whistle blows and away we go. Both women a little bit hesitant there at the start, time being wasted, but here comes Storm, left, right, left, right. Fernanda doesn't know where they're coming from. She's standing back on the platform, now comes forward and attacks. She's only got a few more seconds she's got to survive, 10 to be exact. She now starts to throw a couple of her own, missing Storm by a mile. Here comes Storm once more. Fernanda still just defending, not attacking. And let's see if John Alexander deducts points. Well, Storm offering a little bit of a protest there at the end of the game. I'm not surprised. Fernanda threw a couple of shots, but really she was defending, and there really is a fine line between attack and defence.
Fernanda, what a fantastic start to the quarterfinal. 5 points. Are you happy?
Yeah, I'm very happy. I'm amazed I stayed on. She's so strong, girl.
We were amazed too. You were taking blows left, right and centre.
Yeah, giving them, Kimberly, giving them.
She was giving a few, wasn't she? She was a very tough challenger, wasn't she, Storm?
Tough challenger, probably the strongest I've had so far.
So after the first event, both our challengers have scored 5 points.
Howard didn't score any points when he was last on Gladiators. This will be a new experience when he meets the legendary Tower.
Well, Howard drew the short straw. Maybe he needs a long stick.
Challenger, ready!
Well, he's going to need the long stick here. 7 inches taller is Tower, and he's going to need that extra in the stick just to reach him. Howard didn't score any points in the heats. Let's see how he fares now in the quarterfinals. And away they go. Both guys just a little bit hesitant. So Tower just grabs the bottom of the stick and away he goes. Unleashes with some brutal blows. Howard trying to fight back, but he doesn't stand a chance. Tower's just throwing it from everywhere. Bang! Howard doing a good job at defending. Not really attacking, trying his hardest, but it's hard. Nearly fell off the back of the platform there. 5 seconds to survive. Can he do it and get his first points in Gladiators? Tower nearly knocked him off. And whistle blows. Well done, Howard. You're finally on the board. Both guys a bit slow to start, but watch Tower change the grip and away he goes. That pugil stick when your Tower's size is just like a cotton bud. And Tower just swings it around with the greatest of ease. I wouldn't have wanted to be in Howard's shoes for anything.
Howard, a better start to Gladiators this time. The games have been kinder. You've got 5 points.
Thank you very much, Aaron. I knew a bit more what to expect this time.
Well, you worked a bit harder for these points.
Yeah, I did. Last time I sort of got worked, and this time I actually worked a bit, so it was better.
Well, we're not going to let you get those points easy, Howard.
Not at all. He's got to earn them. That's the whole idea of the show. So, well done.
In the heat, Rhett put up a brave performance, and now he enters the bout with Vulcan.
Well, Vulcan's got 45 kilos in weight on Rhett. Good luck, Rhett.
Ready!
Rhett came up against Cougar in his heat on the Duel. Now he comes up against Vulcan. It doesn't get any easier.
3, 2, 1.
And neither should have, because this is the quarterfinals, and when the going get tough, well, maybe one of these guys might get going. They're both really slow to start, just sizing each other up. I expect Vulcan to start pretty soon, and here he goes. Rhett comes forward, topping a few of those blows on the helmet. The crowd wants some action, and Vulcan's about to give it to him. Rhett's just really defending and not attacking. It'll be interesting to see what the referees have got to say about this. Vulcan's just stumped when a challenger doesn't attack. He doesn't know what to do. Rhett just stepped back there, and Vulcan just couldn't reach him. You remember a couple of weeks ago, John Alexander said in the quarterfinals, all challengers and gladiators have to attack. Well, Rhett just stepped back, and he really defended throughout the event. I can see John and Kimberly talking. Let's go down to them now.
John, tell us why Rhett hasn't scored any points.
Rhett simply didn't show enough aggression throughout the bout. No points.
There you go, Rhett. You're disappointed with that. You managed to stay up there, but you weren't aggressive enough.
It's hard. I was trying to attack, but he hit my stick, and I'm holding it back and trying to get it out, and he had the stick forward. I don't know if I can protest or not, but he had the stick forward, and I couldn't sort of get it away because he...
You just couldn't get around him?
No.
Vulcan, what have you got to say about the issue?
Of course he didn't score any points. It's going against a Vulcan, the best in the business.
Well, the bad news, Rhett, is that you meet up with Vulcan again later tonight and hit and run. You'd better watch out. But on Julia scored no points, Howard 5.
Coming up next, a cheetah comes charging at you.
Cheetah, 5'5", 24, 55 kilos. The Australasian lightweight bodybuilding champion. Cheetah guards the pyramid like Cleopatra. No challenger will get past her.
Gladiators.
I played soccer for Victoria as a schoolgirl, so I know how to kick butt.
Tripping up in this game is like tumbling down a giant's staircase.
Pyramid.
60 seconds to get to the top. The first to hit the button gets 10 points.
At the base of the pyramid is Fernanda and Tanya. And jealously protecting their territory are Cheetah and Delta.
Well, Fernanda and Cheetah, a pretty good matchup there. But Tanya's got height and weight on her side. This will be interesting for Delta.
Challengers, ready!
This is Fernanda's first time up the pyramid. Tanya clashed with Delta last time on the pyramid in her heat and came off with a cork thigh and no points. Will the leg hold up tonight?
2, 1.
And away they go. Let's match them up. On the left, we've got Tanya and Delta. On the right, Fernanda and Cheetah. Tanya trying to get away from Delta, but no way. Delta's going to let her do that. She brings her all the way down to the bottom. Cheetah's got the bear hug of Fernanda. She's lost her shoe. Tanya now running left, goes right, goes around. And Delta's right there. Clash of all four. And down go the challengers and Cheetah. Tanya now sets herself up. Away she goes to the left and right again. Cat and mouse being played as Cheetah flies on Fernanda. Brings her down. Delta's got Tanya in a good lock, pushes her away. 20 seconds left. Time running out. Fernanda running down the bottom. Tanya down the bottom also. Fernanda nearly got away. Oh, she nearly threw Cheetah over the top. Cheetah was able to hold on and bring Fernanda down. I think time's going to beat the challengers. Delta about to apply another death grip there on Tanya. Time's up, and Tanya's down. Well, the only real tactics that were being used here were the challengers were trying to get around the Gladiators, but no matter where the challenger went, the Gladiators were there and ready to bring them down.
Girls, do I get the picture that this is perhaps the most demanding game of all?
This is the hardest one of all, guys. It's a lot different watching than when you're doing it, I'll tell you.
And it must be a lot more difficult when you've got Cheetah and Delta up there not wanting to budge at all.
They're pretty tough girls. It's just really hard trying to get up and manoeuvre them, but we tried our best.
Fernanda, you all clashed in the middle there for a moment.
Yeah, it was a bit unbelievable. I tried to get around the other side and maybe beat her up, but I didn't have enough energy.
Well, they weren't going to let you out of their sights. Delta, no one's got past you yet.
They sure haven't, and they're not going to either, because this is our mountain and no one's getting up it.
So it's agreed that you and Cheetah make a pretty good pair up there.
I mean, the best team, yeah, we love it up there. It's great. It's so hard, but we love it.
And team, well, they did. No points from the mountain for both Tanya and Fernanda. They now have 5 each after 2 games.
Howard and Rhett are out to get those valuable points. But our Gladiators, Condor and Hammer, have something else in mind.
And once again, we see the male Gladiators have it all over the male challengers. Hammer over Howard, and Condor's going to be a real handful for Rhett.
Challengers, ready!
Well, it's deja vu for Rhett and Howard. Neither got past Condor and Hammer in their heats. Better luck tonight, guys.
3, 2, 1.
On the left, we have Condor and Rhett. On the right, we have Howard and Hammer. And they're going to try and get up to the top of the pyramid and get the 10 points. Away they go. Rhett just gets thrown away there by Condor. Howard tried some fancy stuff, but they're both down the bottom. Gladiators on top early. Up they come again. Hammer just waiting for Howard. Rhett there eyeing off Condor. Tries to go right, but he's there. Just throws him off like a bag of spuds. Hammer's got Howard there. Grabs him by the suit. Can he bring him down? Howard struggling. Bang! Oh, boy! That must have hurt. I felt it up here. It was a real crunch. As Condor now and Rhett struggle once more. Rhett down the bottom. Time running out. Howard now looking left. Tries to throw Hammer away. But Hammer had a good hold there again. Holds his foot. Rhett now trying to fake the movement. But Condor's just watching every movement he makes. And the Gladiators just bundled these guys right off the pyramid. Well, I mentioned John Alexander had some good doubles matches in his time, but here's what our hard-hitting combination served up to the challengers. Advantage Gladiators.
Did you think you were going to get to the top?
I was certainly hoping to. I Nearly got around the side of Hammer a couple of times, but no go.
Not after this one. He tore you apart.
Yeah.
Rhett Condor wasn't letting you out of his sights either.
Mate, I thought I had half a chance there, but after the hammering he gave me the other night, I think I was almost seeing my legs couldn't move any faster, and I'm going, here he comes, and whack, so.
These are our other two pyramids, Condor and Hammer. No one's getting up, boys.
All I can say is it's our hill and nobody gets up. Nobody!
Did you think that Rhett was going to get past you there at one point, Condor?
Not a chance, not a chance. Give him a little bit of space, then you can ram him.
And Hammer, you weren't happy enough with throwing him down the bottom. You wanted to rip his gear off too.
Well, at one point there, the only thing I had to grab onto was either that or the gear, so I had to go for the gear, and unfortunately it held. Maybe slide down to his foot. I was just hoping the shoe wasn't going to come off.
Well, you wouldn't want to take the shoe. I think we have a collection of shoes. But for our gladiators, Tutankhamun be happy. Condor and Hammer. And our two contestants, Rhett and Howard.
Well, the Pharaohs would have been proud of our gladiators tonight. Neither Howard or Rhett scored. Howard still leads by 5.
In the next game, our challengers set their strategy and take the consequences. Watch out for Cougar.
Cougar, the versatile gladiator with attitude.
I like just about everything, but I hate losing.
Gladiators.
I'm a personal trainer for Body Express and a aerobic instructor, and that's all I have time for. I'm single, I enjoy going down the beach, sunbathing, swimming, and in my spare time, I love partying with my Sydney friends. I'm on Gladiators because I want a challenge, and I love the satisfaction of slamming one of those gladiators down.
Playing this game makes you feel as vulnerable as a duck in a shooting gallery.
Hit and run. The challenger runs from one end to the other. Every successful crossing earns 2 points.
Please welcome back our challenger, Fernanda. Fernanda is the target for Rebel, Blade, Fury and Flame.
This is Fernanda's first attempt at hit and run. Let's see how she goes.
Gladiators, ready!
She desperately needs some points here.
2, 1.
And away goes Fernanda, dodges the first set of balls and gets across for her first 2. On her run back, clear run there. The Gladiators were too slow. That's 4 points to Fernanda. Ducks under number 1, under number 3, gets up. 4 goes past and she's got another 2. That takes her to 6. Nearly got squeezed out, another duck. Good tactics here by Fernanda. Playing the game real well, she's up to 8 points. Time running out, she's down again. Gets up, not in time, but sticks with 8, that's a good run. Good tactics here shown by Fernanda. A quick burst of speed, and then she'd duck under balls number 1 and 3 as they were coming past. Good work, Fernanda. You scored 8.
First time, geez, you look as though you've done it 100 times.
No, I just got to watch out for the balls and duck and make sure you don't get hit.
Tanya is now sizing up the situation and she's going to attempt to improve her score.
2,
Challenger ready!
I reckon she's as ready as she's ever going to be, John.
Gladiators!
You can see she's really anxious to get across the bridge. She saw how Fernanda went, and she's going to try and do just as well. And here she goes. Good tactics. Got under the ball number 3 and 4 and gets across for 2 points. Back she comes. Can she get any more? Yeah, good work again. She's down. Up she gets. She didn't see that one coming, and she's down for the count. Only 2 points for Tanya, and the Gladiators are really happy. They're going to celebrate with a war dance. Let's have a look at it again. It was good work to get under those couple of balls. Up she got. She looked left and didn't see this one coming from the right. Ball number 3 knocked her off.
Tanya, you managed to cross the bridge once, and that gained you 2 points. Your progressive score is now 7. Now you know why they call it hit and run.
Yeah, I'm in a bit of trouble now, but I'm going to try my hardest next time in Powerball. It's a little bit slippery on that bridge.
Yeah, you've got to watch out for those demolition balls.
Yeah, every time I went to get up, then I fell down again. I was trying to dodge them, but I've tried my best.
Fernanda scored 8 to Tanya's 2 in hit and run. That means Fernanda leads by 6 after 3 events.
Howard completed hit and run in an earlier episode, but failed to win any points. Will tonight be any different as he runs for his life, trying to keep an eye on Taipan, Tower, Cougar and Vulcan.
Challenger ready!
Well, Howard's all set here to get some extra points on the hit and run. 3rd event for him in tonight's quarterfinal. And away he goes. Stumbles there at the start, very cautious, gets under those balls there, 3 and 4, gets across for 2, comes back for more. Good duck there, Howard, as he gets to the other end. That's 4 points. Back he comes into the middle, goes down once more, up again, 6 points. A great run here with 10 seconds to go. Howard showing good tactics, is across for 8. A late sprint, can he get there and dive? 2 more takes him to 10. He sits down, waits, comes across and times out. A good run there by Howard, 10 points. And he's a happy man, and so he should be. Yeah, it was a good run here by Howard. He ducked at all the right times. Now, as I look down there, I see John Alexander's got something to say. Well, let's cross down to Kimberley and hear it.
John, that was an exciting game, but you've obviously got something to say about it.
It was a great effort. Howard got across 5 times, got on his 2nd time back to home base, failed to touch the railing, so he only scores 4 times, 8 points.
Well, I don't think that's such a bad effort. 8 points is pretty good. That puts you on a progressive score of 13. Much needed points at this point.
Definitely much needed points because Rhett's going to be very tough on this one. He's very quick. I can't remember missing the rail.
I'm an apprentice carpenter from Brisbane. I play a bit of golf. Oh, and I've got a worm farm. We're a bit of a sporting family. My mother's a champion golfer, my father played football, and my sister's into show jumping. I'm a bit of a tough guy. I work out at home, I breed goldfish, and I use a hard side of my toothbrush. Why am I on Gladiators? To win a bet.
The Gladiators are keen. Cougar tried to ride that ball into battle. It's Rhett's turn now. Every touch counts.
Challenger ready!
Yeah, especially in the situation Rhett's in, Aaron. Every touch will count. He needs all the points he can get.
3, 2, 1.
And away he goes in his hit and run. Down he goes, under a couple of balls. We've seen all the challengers do this so far. He gets 2 points as he comes back for more. But we call this game hit and run. Well, there's not much hitting happening here and not much running. Rhett's on to 4 points now. The great Australian crawl being done there by Rhett as he just goes across on his belly. Remember, this guy's a worm farmer. I reckon he's been taking lessons on how to slither across bridges. Bang! Balls collide and whistle blows. Rhett gets 8. I reckon Rhett spent a lot of time down here on his belly. The Gladiators aren't too happy about it. Once again, John Alexander's got something to say. Let's hear his adjudication.
Well, the Gladiators, of course, very unhappy with the competitors going under the balls. Man goes faster when he's on 2 feet. You score slower when you're on 4 and all 4 crawling along the ground. 4 scores, 8 points.
Rhett, you got 8, but I think you've been warned.
Mate, I'm just too far behind. I had to play it a bit safe. I'm just waiting for the Gladiators versus the sumo wrestlers.
Well, the Glads are after you now. I think you got them a bit wild.
Mate, I don't know.
Well, as we said, the Gladiators aren't too happy. What do you reckon, Vulcan?
I don't like that, man. You know, the guy's gonna run. This guy's gonna run.
And Cougar, well, he flies like Batman.
Go hard or go home, that's what I say.
Howard and Rhett scored 8 each in hit and run, so after 3 events, Howard leads 13-8.
Coming up in Powerball, the rebellious rebel raises the stakes.
I've chipped a nail. I've got to stop punching those brick walls.
Gladiators.
Both of tonight's winners will be flying Ansett to the Gold Coast, to the internationally renowned Pan Pacific Hotel at Broad Beach, right in the middle of Australia's #1 tourist destination. Valued at over $3,000, pamper yourself at Pan Pacific. And runners-up will be able to keep in shape with this superb gym package worth over $2,000 thanks to elite fitness equipment.
It's a bit like the charge of the Light Brigade, except there are no horses, just gladiators.
Powerball. 2 points for every ball in the outer baskets, 3 points for the central goal basket.
Please welcome back to the arena our 2 challengers, Tanya and Fernanda.
And let's also welcome our gladiators, Delta, Rebel and Cheetah.
Challengers ready!
Tanya managed to score an outer basket for 2 points in her heat against Storm, Cheetah and Rebel. This is Fernanda's first time at Powerball. Let's see how they go. Fernanda in the red and Tanya in the blue gets 2 early points. Well done, Tanya. As both ladies now go up to get new balls. Here comes Tanya once more. Nah, just rimmed out. Bad luck. Fernanda tackled. Brought down. No, couldn't get the stretch. Tanya in the middle. Good tackle there by Delta. Ball thrown away and here comes Fernanda. Can she score? She goes out. Yes, 2 points. Well done, Fernanda. Tanya's brought down. Delta watching her like a hawk. Fernanda now another chance to get another 2. Same with Tanya. Tanya lost the ball. Fernanda goes out of play. They both go to the other end. Here comes Tanya once more. Brought down again, Fernanda. She's tackled. Stretches. Oh, that was interesting. I think the ball may have touched the ground. We'll soon find out. Fernanda runs down to the other end to get another ball, but the game's over. As we watch it again, we see Tanya get brought down by a beautiful tackle here from Delta. Didn't give her a chance, and Fernanda came through. It was Delta again. She did some damage out there. Now, did that ball touch the ground? Well, John Alexander and John Forsyth are now conferring. Let's see what their decision is. They were closer than we were. Well, this is the goal that's in question. Let's go to Kimberley.
Girls, that was an incredibly action-packed game. I know you're worried because John Alexander's here. John, what have you got to say?
One of Fernanda's goals will not be allowed because the ball was on the ground. She had been tackled and therefore no goal. So it's 1 each, 2 points each.
2 points each. That's a pretty even score. Fernanda, you were thrown in the deep end there. How did you fare?
Oh, well, the girls are tough and I tried my best, so That's the way it goes.
Now you're going into the eliminator. Are you positive?
Yeah, it's positive thinking. I'm just going to take one thing as it comes, guys. See what happens.
2 points each from Powerball. That's what happened, Tanya. Fernanda leads by 6 going into the eliminator.
It's a very fast game for everyone. Let's see if our male challengers, Rhett and Howard, can advance their scores against Hammer, Cougar and Taipan.
Challengers ready!
Both Rhett and Howard have played Powerball before in their heats.
Gladiators ready!
The only problem is neither of them scored.
3, 2, 1.
And away they go now. Rhett in the blue gets 2 early ones. Howard gets pushed out. 5 seconds gone. Rhett lunges. Couldn't get it in. Howard a chance. No, that one winged out. Good tackling here by the Gladiators as Rhett comes back for more. Oh, Howard just put him down. And so did Taipan. These tackles are way too high. Shot there from Rhett. Didn't go in. He's the only one to score so far. Howard comes through over the top. Getting tackled there, and so was Rhett. Brought down severely. Let's see what Rhett can do now as he gets a new ball. Well, actually, I think Howard's got a blue ball there. He runs through. Taipan lets him go. He gets the 2 points, but it was the wrong colour. Oh, Howard, you ripped yourself off. As we watch Rhett now come through, that was a good shot, but it just missed, just rimmed out. A high tackle there on Howard caused that ball to go out. And here comes Howard once more. Taipan brought him down, but look at that, he's got a blue ball.
Unfortunately, Howard seems to be suffering from colour blindness. He took a blue instead of a red. It was a spectacular goal, but it's not allowed. I'm sorry, Howard. Also, what we saw on the replay...
It's fair, it's fair. Oh, come on, it's not our problem Howard's got colour problems.
The other thing, both Taipan and Cougar are being officially warned for head-high tackles.
Those head-high tackles are pretty scary.
Mate, the test pattern came up in front of my eyes and a bit of static, and I thought I saw 6 of them, but I just had to keep going. I couldn't help it. Hammer hit me with a tackle, and I went, good tackle! And I thought he's tackled me. Oh, so I had to keep going.
Now, Howard, did those knocks have a bit of problem on the eyes?
Not really, actually, Aaron. I did get up once and I didn't know which way I was going, but nothing, it's totally fair. I just picked the wrong ball.
Well, Howard, he's chasing you. Good luck in the eliminator. Let's hear it for Rhett and Howard. And our Gladiators, Taipan, Hammer and Cougar.
Well, Rhett scored 2 points. Howard's oversight didn't give him any, but he's still got a 3-point lead going into the eliminator.
Now it's challenger against challenger in the final confrontation for that vital spot in a semi-final.
Hey guys, don't try these games at home. Leave it to the Gladiators.
Gladiators.
The two lucky winners of the final will drive away in Hyundai's luxurious flagship, the Sonata Levant. With its 3-litre V6 engine, the Sonata has leather trim, cruise control, electric sunroof, power windows, central locking, ABS brakes and an airbag for added safety.
The quarterfinals have tested the strength and the wits of our challengers, but nothing tests you like this does.
Eliminator.
A giant obstacle course is the Eliminator. Fernanda will have a 3-second start.
Fernanda, you were the fastest runner-up in the heats of the Eliminator. Tanya, you had an easy win. Let's remember.
Fernanda went into her Eliminator with a 2.5-second start. Her luck was holding until the cargo net, when her opponent Nellie Baker caught her. But it was the balance beam that brought her undone. Fernanda fell off and had no chance. But her time of 1:22 was remarkable and good enough to put her at the top of the standby list. That's why she's here tonight. Tanya's win was a breeze. She recorded a time of 1:57.53, but wasn't put under any real pressure. She's bound to better that up against Fernanda.
Are there any parts that you are worried about?
No, I'm not worried about anything. I'm just going to cruise along and take one station as it comes, like a circuit. Like what I do in my aerobic classes. Egg everybody on, get them going.
Just one step at a time. Fernanda, does it make it a little bit easier knowing that you haven't got gladiators in this game?
It certainly does. Those girls are certainly really tough, so it helps just knowing that you're on your own. And I mean, you've got Tanya to contend with, but it makes it better.
That's right, you're not really on your own, but it's one-on-one, challenger against challenger. Good luck to both of you.
Thanks, Kimberly.
John Alexander, let's start the Eliminator.
Fernanda, you will go on my whistle. Tanya, you will go on John's.
A lot of tension in the crowd here for the start of the Women's Eliminator. Our final semi-finalist to be decided as Fernanda takes off first. Goes over the hurdles nicely. Here comes Tanya right after her. This will be a close one, I reckon. Fernanda now up to the rope climb. Does it with ease. She's just about on the platform. Here comes Tanya. Get Fernanda onto the monkey bars. Tanya taking her time. You can't afford to do that, Tanya. As she gets up the platform, Fernanda across the monkey bars. Tanya now has her chance. Rolling log and cargo net now next for Fernanda. As she goes up, she's increasing her lead all the time. Tanya's still on the monkey bars. She'll need to get across quick as Fernanda's nearly up the top of the cargo net. Here comes Tanya. Oh boy, did you see that? Every other challenger slipped off sideways. Tanya went forward, lucky for her. Fernanda now up to the flying fox. This is the sort of performance that got her into this situation. Remember, she had the fastest losing eliminator time, and that's why she's replaced Gina as she comes up to the balance beam. Tanya's still struggling on the cargo net. Fernanda does it nice and easy. Tanya's still not up there. Here comes Fernanda. She's off. Travelator only now to negotiate. Oh, look at that speed in those legs. The power's fantastic as she goes through in 1:21.21. Faster than her heat. Here comes Tanya now. If she can put in a good time, barring injury, she may even get up there also. Off the flying fox, up to the balance beam. Arms out, she's going to fly across this. Oh, you reckon she was an accent jumbo? She jumps off. And now only the Travelator to go. Can she get up there? Oh, Tanya, bad luck. Try again, it's not over yet. And she just jogs back, composes herself, and gets ready. I reckon that leg might be affecting her. Remember, she had that cork thigh. Up she goes. Come on, Tanya. Oh, no, I hate to see this. Challengers putting in their best and just not being able to complete. Travelator being switched off now as Tanya goes up to the top. And there she goes through the battle in 2:17. Well done, ladies.
We knew you could do it. The crowd was supporting you all the way.
That was fantastic. Thanks a lot, guys.
And let me tell you, Gina was out there cheering for you too. You've certainly done her proud.
Yeah, that was for you, Gina.
A big round of applause for Tanya.
It seems a lot easier watching, but it's harder when you're doing it, guys. It's really difficult.
Well, Gina's over here with Fernanda. Gina, did you think she could do it?
Yeah, she's going to go all the way. She's a real good one, this one.
Well, you must be extremely proud of her tonight.
I am. I'm really glad that she could take it for me.
That's lovely. Well done to all of you. Let's have a round of applause for our champions tonight.
Well, the eliminator is upon us. Last time these two gentlemen, Rhett and Howard, went to the eliminator. They both came from behind to win.
Rhett lost his shoes off the Flying Fox, lost his balance on the beam, but didn't lose his nerve up the Travelator and snatched victory in 60 seconds. Howard went into his eliminator with no points on the board. On the net, he powered past his opponent to finish only 3 seconds slower than Rhett's winning eliminator time.
You both were underdogs last time in the eliminator, and you won, but you're chasing this time, Rhett.
That's right, mate. I've just got to picture something in front of me that I want to catch, and hopefully I'll get there.
How would you prefer to be in front, or you prefer to be chasing?
I probably would prefer to chase, but I'll just go all out at the front.
Well, 1.5 seconds is not a lot. It's probably one beam.
That's about it, yeah.
Howard, you'll go on my whistle. Rhett, you'll go on John's.
So here we go now for the start of the men's eliminator. These guys are the best of the best. They're so evenly matched as Howard takes off and Rhett's right behind him. Only a 1.5 second gap for Rhett to close up. Let's see how he goes. Howard goes straight up the rope. What strength! Here comes Rhett. He's there also. This is going to be close, folks. Sit tight in the seat as Howard goes across the rolling log. Here comes Rhett. They're both on the cargo net. These two guys were the quickest up the cargo net in their heat. They absolutely flew up there, and Rhett's doing exactly the same. He's up the top first. Howard right behind him. Rhett now negotiates the Flying Fox. Down he goes, a great drop. Up to the balance beam, he's kept his shoes on. That should give him a bit more grip this time round. Oh, he's just flying. He can't get his feet right. Where are you, Howard? As Rhett goes through in a great time. 50.5 seconds. Fantastic, Rhett.
For Maz.
Yeah, mate, for me, Mum.
Rhett, the old Travelator let you down. You didn't get the right footing running up it.
That's because, mate, I had my shoes on this time. If I was in my socks, we're going straight up.
Yeah, I know. You didn't slip off the beam either.
Don't ask me how, mate.
Howard, unlucky break. He caught you on the cargo net.
Yeah, he did. I certainly didn't go up the cargo net as quickly as I did last time. So I think I lost my footing a little.
You got tangled there. I didn't think we were going to remove you from it.
I did. I looked like a big fish. I think at one stage I had my leg through it. So.
Gentlemen, best of luck. Thank you very much for being on Gladiators.
Rhett and Fernanda are into the semis, and if they go all the way to the top, they'll be off to London to compete in the International Gladiator Challenge. Our winners will fly there, courtesy of KLM, Royal Dutch Airlines, and 4 gladiators will tag along to keep them out of mischief. And while they're there, our challengers will be able to call home on their Optus mobile phone.
Next week, the action hots up as we hit our semi-finals.
We'll look forward to your company then. Good night.
Good night.
To join the Gladiator Fan Club, send a $20 cheque or money order to PO Box 710, Spit Junction, Sydney, New South Wales.